Hey, how's it going? Now, yesterday I did a video and I made a bit of a mistake. Well, not a mistake. I didn't put enough information in, and I think I was saying the wrong thing as well because I didn't have enough information. Anyway, somebody sent me something which sort of gives a little bit more information, and I had quite a few comments saying the same thing. So, what am I going on about? Well, I had a few comments and they said to me, this is to do with the luxury car tax going from 40,000 to 50,000. So I hope this clears everything up. They said, if I buy a car in February 2026 or March 2026, I'll have to pay the luxury car tax if my car's over £40,000, and under £50,000. But if I buy it after April the 1st, 2026, then I won't have to pay the luxury car tax. It's not actually called luxury car tax. It's called, well, it is. It's called the ECS / luxury car tax. I've got it written down by here. Now, Gruff Silly Goat, he always sends me some good information. So some more information here. And how it works, and you might already know, but this is how it works, and this is from the budget document. So this is what it says. The ECS luxury tax change will take effect from April the 1st, 2026, but it will apply to ZEVs, zero-emission vehicles, registered from April the 1st, 2025 onwards. So they've gone back to April the 1st, 2025. So if you've bought a car, this is how I understand it. If you've bought a car after April the 1st, 2025, and it was in between the £40,000 and £50,000, it's got to be under £50,000, then you will not be subject to the luxury car tax, because that makes, I got something in my eye. That makes a lot of sense, because otherwise loads of people might be putting off their purchase and holding on until the 1st of April 2026. This makes a lot of sense. It does. It makes a lot of sense. So I've checked what he said. I've gone and looked as well, and it's correct. So they're backdating. So I'll say one more time. You've probably already got it, but anybody who hasn't got it, if you bought a car that was over £40,000 but under £50,000 after the 1st of April 2025, then you will not have to pay the luxury car tax. If it's over £50,000, then you still got to pay it. So there we go. So that is that. Fantastic, brilliant. I think that's good that they've gone back to the 1st of April 2025, because like I said, you might get a load of people going, well, I want to buy a Tesla Model Y, which I think starts at 45 for the rear-wheel drive. Is that right? And then there's something like 48 or 49 for the long-range rear-wheel drive, I think. So you might get people waiting to buy. That's just an example. I'm not sponsored by Tesla. I don't endorse Elon Musk's antics. I do like Tesla cars. It wouldn't stop me buying a Tesla car. There we go. If the car's good, I'll buy the car. What he gets up to in his free time, I don't care. Unless it's really, really, really awful. So I think that's a very good idea, because like I said, I've waffled a bit by here, haven't I? I've said it so many times now, I got to stop saying it. But like I said, people won't be holding out now unless they think they've got to hold out. So if you watch this video and you think it might help somebody else who's holding out an electric car, just push this video towards them, give it a little bit of a share. So that was that. Quite a lot of comments. Some people don't seem too bothered by the 3 pence per mile. Some people seem very bothered by the 3 pence per mile, and then some people are sort of in between with it. You know, they're not a little bit bothered, but not too much. But it is, it's another tax on people. So nobody's going to feel good about it. And it does make it hard for a person who hasn't got a driveway or can't charge at home. It does make it a bit more difficult to choose an electric car if you can't charge at home, because then, your pence per mile driving is, I believe, going to be more expensive once you put the 3 pence per mile in, and if you've got to go to, let's say, the rapid chargers, the ones that are really expensive, that's going to make it more expensive than driving a petrol car. That's what I believe. I think the maths does sort of sum that up. There are cheaper public chargers around, but then you'd have to be searching for cheaper public chargers. And if you can leave your car, if you've got workplace chargers or something like that, fantastic. But if you've got to go and public charge, and the only place you can charge is quickly and expensive, then the argument for buying an electric car is a little bit harder. It's obviously still not pumping out exhaust fumes and less brake dust, so that is a good thing, but it does make it a little bit, harder. Now, I did read as well, when I was reading the whole article about the 3 pence per mile and the incentives to buy a new car, getting the money back, and the luxury car tax going up, I did read at the bottom that it says the government are looking into ways, and I think that's next year. They should do it now, though, and looking into ways to make public charging cheaper for everybody, because, it is paying a lot if you've got a public charge all the time. Now, I own a Nissan Ariya, and it does do over 300 miles in the summer, and in the cold weather now, I'm down to around 276 miles. So, for me, 99.9% of my journeys, I do not need the public charge. So, for me, it's fine. For other people, not so fine. If they've got a smaller battery, they've got to charge more, they can't go as far, then it is, a bit of an issue. So public charging, I don't know why they're leaving until next year. Do it now. Do it now. Government, do it now. Sort out public charging. Try and make it cheaper, because it's some of the prices. Now, I know that some of the... I told you I'd waffle, didn't I? I told you. I warned you. Some of the prices are astronomical, and then some of the prices are not so bad. If you've got a Tesla, your prices are going to be pretty good. There are some sort of off-peak, on-peak pricing going on as well. So there are some charging price wars happening then. So hopefully that does bring the prices down for public charging. Really, if the government have put, this is just my opinion, you can tell me down below if I'm wrong, but if the government have put 3 pence per mile on electric cars driving, then really they should take some of the VAT off public charging. They should. They probably won't, but I don't know. Anyway, so I'll try and end that video there, because I only wanted to mention the, what's it called? The ECS luxury tax change. So you don't have to wait until April the 1st, 2026. You can go ahead right now, today, and buy your car that's just a smidge under £50,000, and everything, according to this, would be hunky-dory. You wouldn't have to pay the luxury car tax, because the luxury car tax is paid in the second year onwards for 5 years. So I think it's the second year to the 6th year. I think that's right. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section. So if you've bought a car this year, when the second year comes round, after April 2026, you're not going to have to pay the luxury car tax. If you think I'm wrong, or I've said anything wrong in this video, put it down in the comment section. If you've got anything interesting, put it down in the comment section. If you want to have a go at me, just naff off. Stop having a go at me. Somebody was having a go at me yesterday. And all I'm doing is conveying information. That's all I'm doing. So anyway, with that being said, if you did like this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, do all them beautiful things, and I'll catch you in the next one.